9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there, this is Saktivel welcoming you to another episode of NumberRoyale. I'm so glad that you're all here. Glad to see that you're all staying safe and healthy, practicing physical and social distancing. And so we've got a great show today. We are glad to see we've reached the half-century mark. That's a milestone that we've been looking forward to. So that's great. And so welcome to us hitting the half-century mark. And pretty soon we'll be doubling it and getting into the three figures, right? With your help, and you know what you need to do. Get your friends in, and let's see whether each one of you can bring one person and we'll hit the century mark tomorrow, all right? So you all know what number 8 is, because we're playing NumberRoyale. And so you know what 8 is. And I know Kamachi talked about infinity yesterday. And these days, I know none of us are traveling, but 8 and infinity were on an airplane going somewhere. And so, you know what 8 said to infinity? Get up. Don't lie down. Don't be a slouch. Get up. So that's your warm-up joke for the day. So I hope you're all in a good mood. And as usual, we've got 8 games and, you know, the usual stuff. This is the most popular solution. So you give the solution, and based on how many people also are giving your solution, you get the number of points. Okay, so let's get, before we get started, I want to welcome some new names. I see Priya, Ganesh, Subhash. So we've got our prize money for today is $5, and the total number of winners is 20. So let's get started with question number 1. 9, 2, and a desired result of 11. So you've got just 2 solutions. You know the drill. And this just gets the newcomers oriented towards our game, right? So let's see how many of you are giving 9 plus 2, and how many of you are giving 2 plus 9. And that's how we determine the points. So we've got 39 of you have given 9 plus 2. So the leader is at 39 points. 2 plus 9 was given by 3, so you get 3 points. All right. So let's move on to question 2. 2, 1, 14, and the desired result is 17. Addition and subtraction operators are in play. There are 12 possible solutions, and I know you can hit one of them very easily. But the trick is, how are you going to do, you know, with respect to the others? And we've got Said I Can't and Hakai saying hi as well. So welcome to you. We've got 6 solutions out of 12. That's 50% of the solutions have been given. Unimaginable. 14 plus 2 is 16 plus 1 is 17. 36 of you have given that solution. So that's impressive. All right. So let's get, before we get going, do you all know what a hexagon is? How many sides to a hexagon? So let me get some answers and start thinking about some common figures that have common things in your daily life that has 6 figures. I keep getting 6 from everybody. So 6 is the correct answer, of course. So start thinking about objects that have 6 sides. All right, let's move on to question 3. 4, 20, and 2 with a desired result of 78. So it's a little bit steep in terms of the big number, but I think you're all up to speed on these things, so you know how to get 78. It's a pretty big number, so you know what needs to be done. You've got addition, multiplication, and subtraction available. So we're collecting the answers. Any answers on how? So yeah, 20 times 4 is 80, minus 2 is 78. So that's 35 of you. That's very impressive. So we're accumulating points at a very high speed. It's only question number 3 and we are already in 3 digits, 110 points. So we're averaging rough 36 points or so. That's what the leader is averaging. So very impressive show. Let's move on to question 4. But before that, please give me answers on what are the common six-sided figures. Like, what are the common objects in your daily life or that you see, that you know of, that is a hexagon. All right, so let's move on to question 4. So I've got E3P313 saying hi to Pon Pon. Welcome both of you. So 9, 2, 14. The desired result is 98. Plus, minus, and multiplication operators are in play. So let's try and see how you do this. That must be, I don't have an answer for that. So I see somebody putting flames, and I don't see any answers for hexagon at all. Wow, this must have been a tough one. 9 minus 2 is 7, and then multiply that with 14 to get 98. 11 of you got the answer. So this must be a pretty tough one. So we've got a good, a tough question on just 3 numbers. So I still don't see any answers at all from anybody. Hexagon. So let me start off with, do you know about honeycombs? So that's a 6-sided figure. And how about nuts and bolts, right? Nuts have a 6-sided head. And how about some other things? How about pencils? Do you know of any pencils that have 6 sides? And think about why they have 6 sides, and there are circular pencils as well. So let's move on to question 5. I believe this is going to be a decimal. (9.3), 4.1, 3.2, and are the operands. We've got plus, minus, the desired result is 2. So there are 4 possible solutions. So let's see what we come up with. So we've got stop sign. Is that an octagon? I think in the US we normally see an octagonal stop sign. I don't know whether in other parts of the world they have 6 sides, but that's a good guess. So we have 32 of you giving one solution and 3 of you giving another possible solution. All right, so that's good. So we are moving along. We are already at 153 and we are only with 5 questions, averaging over 30 points apiece. So let's move on to question 6. Six, 3, 1, 5, and a desired result is 5. And I'm getting, so there are 90 possible solutions, all right? So you have no excuse not to get an answer for this one. I expect each and every one of you to come in and get these solutions, all right? So we've got some funny answers coming up. Somebody is answering, 6-sided figure is wife, and cube is a 6-sided figure. It's a 6 surfaces. Okay, that's a pretty good answer, very creative. And so the leading point getter for question 6 is 19, and the leader is now at 172. Do you think we're going to break the 200 point mark today? We've got 2 more questions to go and just 28 points to get. So maybe today is the day we break the 200 point mark. So let's move on to question 7. Yeah, Scrappy 434 is confirming that stop signs are 8 figures, 8-sided. 12, 30, 1, and 7 with the desired result of 36. So you've got 90 possible solutions, and let us see how many of you are able to get this one. So fish tank, somebody is saying that's got 6 sides. That's pretty good. So we've got very responsive crowd here, thinking out of the box and coming up with various solutions. So here we go. We've got the leader at 187 points, and the number of points for this particular solution, this question, is the leader gets 15 points. So we're right in the borderline of, are we going to make it to 200 today or not? Maybe we will, maybe we won't. If not, we'll get it to tomorrow. So hexagon and soccer ball. Yeah, that's an excellent answer. And one thing that I wanted to convey to you was originally pencils were made as a circle, and circular cross section, and they were rolling off the desks and tables and falling off. So somebody came up with a creative solution and said, we'll make a 6-sided, a hexagonal cross section for the pencil, and now it doesn't roll off. So very simple solution, but a very creative, and that's what designers do. They make your life easy. So, all right, so let's move on to the final question number 8. (17, 16, 10, 11). Addition, subtraction, and multiplication figures are in play, and the desired result is 12. So there are 60 possible solutions. 6 possible. Siddharth is saying that there is bus is a possible answer for hexagonal. I'm not sure how. Maybe it has 6 sides. Maybe that may be the answer. Okay, that's that's good. And so there are 8 possible solutions have been given, and the leading point getter is 7. 17 minus 10 is 7, 16 minus 11 is 5, and then 7 plus 5 gets you 12. So unfortunately, we didn't make the 200 point today, but no problems. When we get more and more players, it becomes easier and easier to score more and more points. So this is a great game. I think this is the highest point total so far. The leader has 187. So I'm glad that you're all able to join and participate in this game. We'll take a look at the winners in just a moment. But before that, I would urge you to, invite your friends and see whether we can get more and more people joining in this fun. In this day when, this is 10 minutes out of your regular life where you can spend and have fun with numbers and your friends as well. So take this as an opportunity to have, to play and socialize from a safe distance. So we'll have, next game, of course, coming up tomorrow. And in the meantime, I also wanted to remind you that, you can, if there are any questions, you can contact us through email, and or you can follow us on Facebook and post it there. Follow NumberRoyale, and we'll respond to your questions. So this is Saktivel signing off. Oh, we forgot to announce the winners. I was in a hurry to get out. So, all right, let's go take a look at the winners. Jayamani with 187 points is the leader, and we've got a lot of newcomers who are on the board. Palani, Anand, Kumaran, Rajmurugan. So they're all on the winners, but the NumberRoyale crown goes to Jayamani for the day. Congratulations to each and every one of you who played, and the winners, as well as the NumberRoyale of the day. I thank you all for playing. This is Saktivel signing off at this time. Remember, without numbers, you're not even a zero. Be a hero. Play NumberRoyale every day. See you tomorrow.